Hello, this is Patrick with OneCNC West, and what we're going to do in this video is take a look at some of the manufacturing capability provided by OneCNCXR5 Profiler. Now, I had mentioned earlier that the profile software is dedicated to sheet metal, but you're not limited to sheet metal. This can also be used for plastic and wood and so on. Now, to begin with, why don't we sketch a couple of shapes? I'm going to head up here to our line tool. I'm going to make a rectangle. And of course, you can use dimensions and coordinates, but I'm just sketching a couple of shapes just to get us up and going here. I'm going to create, how about a polygon? Why don't we put that right there, and I'll drag that out, and that looks good. Now, at this point, we could start to machine these, but just by heading over to the main toolbar, selecting our toolpath option, and then we could go to work. But instead, what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you how we can nest parts within OneCNC. You have the ability to manually nest and to automatically nest. Now, to begin with, what we have to do is we need to add our parts to the nest manager. So let's do that. This is real simple. You just take your cursor, click on the plus sign, and left click your shape. Now once you do that, you'll want to fill out your different parameters. There's parameters for quantity, nest angles, lead in and lead out options, and so on. I already have a quantity of 400, and I'm going to click OK, and you can see that this gets added to our nest manager. Let's repeat the process for the remaining two shapes there. I'm going to left click. I'll just accept the defaults and click OK. Let's add that circle now. We're going to left click on that, right click. Here's the parameters, and we'll click OK. So at this point, the parts have not been nested yet, but they've been added to our nest manager. All the pertinent information is stored there. Now if you want to make an edit, it's real simple. Just take your cursor and just left-hand mouse click twice and then make whatever changes you'd like. I'll put in 300 for example for the quantity. Okay, now to nest this, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can watch it happen here. It looks good. We're going to choose this option right here, which is called Nest Parts to Sheet. This is where we fill out our sheet information. Once we've done that, we click OK, and then OneCNC starts to nest the parts. Real simple and quick. All right, now at this part, we can manufacture the parts. One option we could use is this guy right here called Cut the Nested Parts. You just fill in your pertinent data and then click Finish. Now, of course, you don't have to machine nested parts. You can also machine parts individually, and there's lots of toolpath options that you can use for machining. You've got the cut close, cut open, drilled, and you also have custom code as well. All right, now another new item with the XR5 is our brand new job sheet. We've always had job sheets, but we've reformatted that. I'd like to show you that right now. We're going to right click up here, and we're going to go to Post Group, and we'll select Job Sheet. This gives us a preview of the job sheet, and it will list all the different operations down here. I only have one operation. It gives you a nice overview of the sheet and where the datum is. At this point, we can print or save. I'm going to save. The nice thing is now is that this gets saved as a PDF file. I already have a PDF file on my desktop. I'm just going to overwrite that just by double clicking. That looks good. Now let's take a look at the PDF file. So I'm going to open that up for you, and so here is the job sheet. And you can see there's a nice overview of the part, and all your operations get listed at the bottom there. It's very, very nice. Another thing I should point out within XR5 is the Profiler is now available in 3 different systems. There is a Profiler Express, which is a bare bones system that doesn't include the solids and surfaces. There's also a Profiler Professional, which does include the ability to work with solids and surfaces. And then there is also the Profiler Expert, which also includes the Pages option, which quickly allows you to create blueprints from solids and surfaces. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.